It's estimated that up to 10,000 people may have been killed when two devastating earthquakes struck portions of Turkey and Syria on Monday. With temperatures expected to drop near freezing overnight, rescuers are now in a frantic race against time to reach the hundreds of survivors who remain trapped beneath collapsed structures and face freezing death if aid does not arrive. Their plight, as well as that of people displaced by the 7.8 and 7.5 magnitude earthquakes, is expected to deteriorate rapidly. Snowstorms that blanketed the country over the weekend are likely to persist through Thursday. The death toll in the growing humanitarian catastrophe has now surpassed 2,300 at the time of this video, and it is projected to rise significantly as the calamity continues. The United States Geological Survey predicted that the quake might kill up to 10,000 people. Victims still buried in the wreckage of their demolished homes called for assistance on Facebook Live, while a journalism student in the Turkish city of Adana said he heard a survivor say from beneath the rubble, "I don't have the strength anymore." Meanwhile, terrible footage and images from the scores of cities in both nations have depicted crying parents holding their children's lifeless bodies in their arms, amazing rescues by emergency services, buildings collapsing in seconds, and entire neighbourhoods left to rubble. The original 7.8 magnitude nighttime tremor, followed by a slightly lesser 1 hour later, destroyed whole areas of major Turkish cities by a region teeming with millions of refugees fleeing Syria's civil war and other crisis. The latter 7.5 magnitude quake struck at 10:24 GMT, 2.5 miles southeast of Akkenuzu and about 60 miles north of the initial quake, which wreaked havoc throughout Turkey and Syria. The earthquake on Monday shocked locals awake. They fled in horror from their homes throughout southeast Turkey and northern Syria into the cold, wet and snowy night, taking refuge in cars as thousands of houses fell. As the day progressed, fears for those trapped beneath the rubble mounted as thousands of rescue personnel from a 200-mile radius rushed to the scene, digging through tangles of metal and massive slabs of concrete for survivors who could be heard screaming out from beneath the disaster. The devastation produced by the earthquake was captured in terrifying images and photographs from around the region. One video from the Syrian border town of Azaz showed a rescuer hurriedly racing through a field of wreckage with an injured child in his arms, while another from Saniyufa, Turkey, showed the whole collapse of a structure. The first quake on Monday struck north of Gaziantep, Turkey, which is roughly 60 miles from the Syrian border, has a population of around 2 million people and is home to a substantial number of Syrian refugees. According to the US Geological Survey, it hit around 17 past 4 AM local time or 17 past 1 GMT at a depth of roughly 11 miles. A powerful 6.7 aftershock struck roughly 10 minutes later, wreaking much greater destruction. According to Turkey's own agency, 40 aftershocks were felt. Buildings were reported to have collapsed from Syria's Aleppo and Hama to Diyarbakir, Turkey, more than 200 kilometers northeast. The Geological Survey of Denmark and Greenland said that the tremors from the quake, which lasted around a minute, may have been Turkey's strongest ever. Were felt as far away as Greenland. Tremors were also detected in Egypt, Lebanon and Cyprus, while officials in Italy temporarily issued a tsunami warning. Orhan Tatar, a Turkish disaster office director, told reporters that the two earthquakes were unrelated. It was unclear how much damage had been done by the second quake, which, like the first, was felt throughout the region, and endangered rescuers attempted to retrieve people from the wreckage. After a 3.8 magnitude earthquake rocked Buffalo, New York in the United States, meteorologist Tyler Metcalf said on Twitter that the Turkey earthquake may have destabilized faults throughout the world. According to Turkey's Disaster and Emergency Management Agency, the quake killed 1,498 people and at the time of this video, of course, and wounded 7,600 more across 10 Turkish regions. The president of Turkey has called it the country's worst calamity since 1939, when 33,000 people were killed in the Erzincan earthquake. My condolences to the family and friends and relatives of those who have passed. And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.